Good morning. I'm Reverend David Butler, and I serve as the pastor at St. John's Lutheran Church here in Charleston. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday morning, the 4th of March, for our devotion from the beautiful and historic sanctuary of First Scots Presbyterian Church. Today, we're continuing to think about the 22nd Psalm, specifically verse 12. David writes, "Many bulls encompass me, strong bulls of Bashan surround me." As we've been working our way through the psalm, we understand and believe that Jesus knew the Psalms by heart, and that as this psalm is about being saved from the taunts and the torments of one's enemies, Jesus very likely recited this psalm from the cross. With that in mind, who are these bulls of Bashan that surround him? Well, let's think for a moment about the very nature of bulls. Bulls are strong animals. They've been used to move the stones and to help build the temple in Jerusalem. And bulls have horns, making them capable of charging and doing great damage if they get close enough to you to gore you. So as Jesus hangs from the cross, dying a horrible death, one that ransoms humanity from the penalty of sin, as Jesus hangs there, the religious authorities of the time are there as well. They're in the foreground, they're in the background. They're taunting Jesus, they're tormenting Jesus with temptations such as, "Save yourself. Come down from the cross if you are who you say you are, the Son of the living God." It's not enough that Jesus goes to the cross to save humanity, to reconcile us to God, to make it possible for us to be forgiven and hope for a resurrection to eternal life. For the whole time, the powers that be in this world sling insults and torments and doubts at him. But when you think about it, I guess that's the human way, right? So I want to ask you to think about, first, if you had been a follower of Jesus at that time, would you still have been with him at the cross? Are we even completely with him today? Or do we hang in the background, hoping no one ever calls on us to follow through on our faith? And second, how do we respond when our faith is challenged? By our friends? By others? Even as this pandemic was starting and churches were being told to close their doors and to shut down their worship services, did that bother you to be told you can't go to church to worship? And finally, what will life look like when everything returns to semi-normal? Will we return to live our faith in worship and service? Or have the bulls of Bashan so tormented us and tempted us that we're going to be content with being only an internet church or an internet Christian? I hope you'll think about that today. And then I hope you'll come back and join us tomorrow as Father Zadig guides us on our Lenten journey. Have a great day. I pray that God will bless you throughout the hours.